Last night, we witnessed something truly remarkable. Steph Curry didn't just score 52 points against Memphis. He rewrote the Warriors' playbook on how to silence a hostile crowd.
The way he started that game was absolutely incredible. 19 points in the first quarter alone, his highest first quarter total since 2021. And those weren't just any points. He was hitting shots with defenders draped all over him.
You know what's fascinating about this Warriors team right now? They found this perfect starting lineup chemistry that nobody saw coming. When they start Curry, Green, Moody, Podziemski, and Butler together, they're undefeated, 12-0.
Well, speaking of chemistry, Jimmy Butler's addition has completely transformed their offensive dynamics. Teams are literally stuck choosing between doubling Butler or leaving Curry open.
And let's talk about those free throws. Going 28 for 28 from the line in a hostile environment like Memphis, that's the kind of execution that separates good teams from championship contenders.
So what do you make of Curry admitting he was actually thinking about Clay's record during those fourth quarter threes?
Oh, that's exactly what makes Curry so special. He's chasing history while staying present enough to realize, hey, we need to win this game first. That kind of veteran awareness is priceless.
The implications of this win are huge too, moving up to 5th place in the Western Conference, potentially facing the Lakers in the playoffs. With just one game separating seeds 5 through 8, every game matters.
And while we're talking about significant performances, what happened in Milwaukee last night was just mind-blowing. The Bucks shot nearly 69% from the floor. That's not just good. That's the best shooting performance in their 57-year history.
Right? And on the flip side, you've got the Suns allowing their worst defensive performance ever, which brings us to this fascinating Kevin Durant situation.
The timing of these Durant trade rumors couldn't be more interesting. Here's a team with just a 19% chance to make the play-in tournament, and suddenly we're hearing about 5 potential suitors for KD this summer.
Well, looking at those potential destinations, Minnesota, Miami, New York, San Antonio, and Houston, each one tells a different story about where the league might be headed.
You know what really intrigues me about the Houston possibility? Imagine Durant alongside that young core of Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, and Jabari Smith Jr. That could be something special.
Though that San Antonio connection is pretty compelling too, especially considering they tried to get Durant almost a decade ago, and now they've got Wembanyama as a potential running mate.
It's wild how quickly things change in the NBA, isn't it? Less than a year ago, we were talking about the Suns as title contenders with Durant, Booker, and Beal. Now we're discussing where Durant might land next.
The beautiful thing about the NBA is how these storylines all interconnect, from Curry's masterclass in Memphis to potential off-season moves that could reshape the entire league.
And let's not forget how this Warriors team has managed to blend their traditional strengths with new elements. The way they maintained composure when Memphis made that third quarter run was impressive.
Looking ahead to the playoffs, these narratives are only going to intensify. Every game feels like it has massive implications for the future.
You know, what's really going to be interesting to watch? How these regular season performances might influence those summer decisions. Like, does a strong playoff run keep Durant in Phoenix? Does Golden State's resurgence affect other teams' plans?
That's such a great point. We might look back at these games as the moments that set everything in motion for next season and beyond.